What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Brea Thorn. How are we doing this Tuesday evening? I am excited. I'm excited because new set time. Yesterday was the drop at some places. GameStop did not have it yet. But no, some places dropped the new Chaos Rising set, which, if you guys have been following along, you've been watching. A while back, I got a bunch of I got like 5 of the boxes of Ninja Spinner, which is the simple. I'm sorry, the Japanese version of that. So we've opened a lot of it. So I mean, I already got like the 3 main cards I wanted, which is the Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja sort of triptych of cards, the matching cards and everything. So I just, you know, I wasn't too into it. I didn't really like go overboard. Okay, I got an entire booster box. So I got a whole booster box. And they also offered me 4 sleeved individual packs. So I got those too. I'm a sucker for a new set, okay? I just am. But that's not all we've got tonight, and I'm not doing like a whole booster box tonight. I got to make that last. And besides, because of the fact I've already got a good number of the hits from that, I'm not too pressed to like, there were people who were like, they got their stuff and then they went and just ripped in their car. They went and that's how some people do it with new sets. I was like, I have to wait till I go live. I waited an entire day for this, day and a half. So, but yeah, also we can talk PC stuff, anybody who needs it, but you know how it goes. Most people understand it's not the best time to buy, but hey, we'll see. FC Midwest 15, what's up? Good evening. I had one question. I'm torn between the 97 XT or 5080. Okay, well, without knowing what you're trying to do, I can't tell you which one's right for you. If you can afford the higher end one, whatever, sure, go for it, you know, but like it's more overpriced beyond its original MSRP than the 9070 XT is. So, I mean, but yeah, without knowing what you're trying to do with your system, I cannot advise you. The 9070 XT is right for one person, and the 5080 is right for another person. You know what I mean? You got to tell me what you're trying to do with your system overall, what resolution you're trying to game at, what your budget is anyway. I mean, it sounds like you can afford either one, right? That kind of stuff. Darth Gabe, welcome. How's it going? Over in Twitch, what's going on? Horse Soda, I hope you have an amazing evening as well. Welcome. Natty, yes, we balled. That's right. Not Jaspers, how you doing? Shanala, welcome in, and Blues Yonic Wolf, how's it going? Welcome, guys. So yeah, it's funny because just like a few days ago, I was kind of low on stuff to the point where I went out and picked up that Silver Tempest ETB, and I was like, I need something open because I knew stuff was coming in, but I didn't know when because, well, but we do have also Gem Pack Volume 5. 4 of them. Because the way these usually go, there's one good card in this. There's a bunch of great cards, actually. Every one of these is gorgeous. Like, every card in this box, in these, like, 30 packs in here, is going to be gorgeous. They're all foil of one kind or another. You can get the ones that are gem stamped. Like, gem stamped. They have, like, whatever. There are unique hollow patterns, things like that. But generally, you get a gem rare at, you know, pretty much one in every box. And there are actually... what I would probably really like to see would be the first evolutions of the Paldea starters. You know, so your Crocolore, your Florgato, Quaxwell. There are 3 illustration rares for those that I think are Chinese exclusives, if I'm not mistaken. So I would love to have those for the Pokedex. You don't see mid evolutions or first evolutions get a whole lot of love like that, so it's good to see. Bit5 streams does mean I finally win the free piece personal calculator. No, yeah. You know how to use spreadsheets. You don't need a calculator. You're good. This you got a free sub for me already. What do you want? What do you want? And then there's something very interesting that I got. Well, actually, I'll say that for last. I had mentioned this before, but I was waiting for it. But so you guys have seen me multiple times open the Mega Dreams high class box, Japanese Ascended Heroes essentially. And the hit rates in these are amazing. The quality, the cards, the QC, the colors, everything amazing. I've recommended this multiple times for people chasing after Ascended Heroes hits. Is it just as good in Korean though? We can compare. The box is a lot thicker in Korean. I don't know what that means. We'll find out together. Now, this one here is probably the weirdest thing out of the things that I got. But I saw it and I was like, I have to have this. This is the Simplified Chinese Brilliant Energy Gift Box 2.0 Mew themed. Look at this box. So this thing has a specific pack in it, a Brilliant Energy pack, special gift booster pack. It is 2 cards. I don't know anything beyond that. And also it has 30 packs of Simplified Chinese Pokemon cards from 2 different sets. Let me look up what these sets are real quick. One of them is Brave Stars, I think. Brave Stars. And the other is oh, it's the other Brave Stars, I guess. It's a different version of Brave Stars. Okay. Sure. Mega Dream starting to get... Oops, I pulled the wrong lever. FC Midwest 15. I did respond to you. Like, you can give me more info if you want help with your question. It won't hurt you to provide some information to help me help you. I noticed they hadn't said anything since then. Braithorn, what kind of processor chip should I get? Barbecue or sour cream and onion? Both incorrect. Salt and vinegar. Okay. It's really funny because I always wanted to get my hands on one of those TI-82s because not because I really need it. I just always wanted to see what the hype was about. If you don't need it, it means nothing to like. It's like it's one of those things where its coolness is directly related to its usefulness. Like me. That's a joke about me not being as useful lately because I can't help people as well as I usually could. Sorry, I had to step away for a sec. Okay. So yeah, there's also sleeves in here, some dice in here that look really cool. Mew is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. So I had to have this, and I'll figure out what to store in it because this is essentially the same size as an ETB, except without the extra filler cardboard piece making those taller until they're opened and emptied, right? Because this is what ETBs look like when they're opened and emptied, and then you can store cards in there and stuff. So I love this box. It's just black, pink, and gold. It's just beautiful. So, and the price, not that bad. Unfortunately, it is now sold out from where I got it from, Cat's Collectibles, as recommended by Shanala Cerberus there. But yeah. Solid Hotter, what's up? Welcome. But yeah, they do have some really cool looking products. But yeah, 30 packs in here, basically the same number of packs as like a gem pack volume box, gem pack box. And of course, we do have these 36 packs of Chaos Rising. I'm going to be probably doing... I got to figure out how I want to do that. I really want to kind of spread that out and let that last. So like 6 packs... I don't... Nah, 6 packs is kind of like... 6 packs per video is a little short on that. I could do 12 packs, 3 videos out of it, whatever. Maybe do 12 of those now, and then Thursday and then Sunday, whatever. I don't know, but I have a lot that I want to look at. Like tonight, I want to do at least one of the Gem Pack Volume 5 boxes, right? These were just like, look, I'd waited like 2 hours in line, 2.5 hours in line, and you could pick either an ETB or a booster box, right? When you were getting your stuff, at the card shop there, and they were like, hey, do you want to get 4 bonus packs? I was like, yes, I waited a long time. Please give those to me. Now, here's the thing. There are 4 different pack arts they could have given me out of these, and they gave me 1 Greninja and then 3 Dragalges, Mega Dragalge. Like, give me the art set. What are you doing? What's up, Chris? Welcome. How's it going? Darth Gabe. I don't really know much about PC, but I want something that can do streaming, gaming, and editing. It sounds like you should check the description. Gabe, check the description of the stream and read that first thing there. It has a link for you to fill out a form so I can actually help you really well. You already know what you want to do with it, so that's very good. But it will make you provide more helpful info. Like, I can only assume right now that your budget is infinite. So let's go find you a PC with 3 5090s and a maxed out Threadripper, 96 cores, and about 256 gigs of RAM, which now cost more than a 5090 if you want to get that much RAM, because you didn't give me a budget there. I know you said you don't know much about PC, but I'm sure you need at least know stuff about buying things. And when you buy things, you need to know how much you can afford. And if you want someone to help you buy something, you got to tell that person how much you can afford. That's just one of the steps, though. I've been doing this a long time, and I have honed it to an art. It is now that form will answer most of the questions that I have, other than the little details once we're looking at something for you. So click that link, fill out the form, and at some point in the stream, I'll help you out. And it's free. So there you go. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Chris. I sold my Ponyta from Gem 4 to my local card shop and picked up the Japanese shiny Crobat box I was looking for, and they randomly had one. Nice. Right guy, what's up? How's it going? Solid holler. All good. Quick question. Would you spend the money and get the Aorus C500 Glass Edition case? Or spend less and get the Gigabyte C301? I don't really look at Gigabyte's cases, so I don't know. Glass Edition sounds a little scary because it sounds like not Airflow Edition, but that's a few years ago. That's what that used to mean. They probably have Airflow that is just fine. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about this Gem Pack volume because if we look right here, I should probably fix this window if I'm going to be doing that. Also, my mouse Stream Deck buttons aren't working, which is just fantastic. So if we look right here, I mean, usually in a Gem Pack you'll get like 8 or maybe 10 or 12 illustration rares available. This one's got a ton of them, and a lot of them are great. Some of these are from other sets, so they're not exclusive to the Chinese market. But this Captain Pikachu one, which is all the way down here because there's no value yet here. It doesn't know. Okay, that is a super cute Joltik card. It's also kind of cool. I don't really like spiders, but I mean, it's still really cool. Where's the Captain Pikachu? It's up here. The Chimecho is beautiful. It's a beautiful card. But yeah, this Captain Pikachu is the big hit. It's the chase card in this set, which it comes in at like 250 bucks. It's nothing crazy. It's not like the Gengar, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just doing a case swap. Okay, cool. It's just tempered glass. They both have mesh fronts. I mean, that's the thing is like, I can't tell you what your budget is, how much to spend, or which you prefer. the case that you choose really is one of the most personal choices for your PC. And I also don't know those cases. I've never built in them. Why? Again, chat not showing up here. I swear, my stream is so broken. And the funny thing is, I do a lot of my things through Stream Elements, which is apparently shutting down, which sucks. That really sucks. So I have a 1440p OLED. I play single player games. Okay, FC Midwest. Again, please just fill out the form. There's a reason that I have that form. I know I was telling that to Darth Gabe, but that applies to everyone. If you're wanting help from me, you fill out the form, and that basically puts you in line to get PC help. Now, not a lot of people have been doing that because now is the very difficult time to buy parts and PCs. Everything is massively overpriced. And if you're newer to PCs, that might mean that you don't really follow news in this, but it is a global shortage. Thanks to AI. So if you're like in college and you've been using ChatGPT to write all your essays, guess what? That is what's making PCs impossible to buy. So not impossible, obviously, but basically you're going to be throwing a bunch of money at the AI industry, whether you like it or not, because you're paying into parts that are overly, the prices are inflated because most of those parts are supporting companies that are supporting AI basically, but it's whatever, you know, you need it, you need it. As long as you're aware going in that whatever price tier you were at, you're going to get a lower performance tier than normal. That's it. You can still get PCs, but like there's not really many good deals left out there. And the filling out the form also goes for upgrades as well. So if you're like, yeah, but I just want you to tell me, I just want you to recommend a new GPU and power supply and RAM. I don't want to fill out a form. You still need to do that. Upgrading is part of one of the options on there. All you have to do is make a PC part picker list. Okay, put together a list here of like what parts you have. And then you get this link and you send it to me in the form. At the end, there's a place to put that so I can help with upgrades too. So that we don't have to do all that stuff in chat, which is just a very inefficient way of doing something like this. Have 2 builds from Cyberpower. Yikes. So I don't want, not trying to make you feel bad about your purchases, but not a favorite company of myself or the community. I'll say that. Bone Shock, welcome. What's up? Not sure if it's just random bad luck, but I've seen people open up Gen 5 and not get a full art. That's weird. It's supposed to have a gem rare in there. You have actually seen that? Because I've never seen that with other gem packs. So that's a little worrying. So what are we going to do? Because I do have people asking for help with PC stuff. What does that, so what that means for, in terms of the Pokemon side of things, we're going to start with one of these things, you know, not sure which one. We're going to start with one of these things. So we're going to rip some packs, yada, yada. I'll record the video and stuff. And then I'll help somebody with the PC thing. And then we'll do more Pokemon stuff. Then I'll help somebody with a PC thing. I guess I actually need to get the form opened up, which is great. I haven't had to do that in a while. Google, why did you change your icons? No one asked for this. So dumb. So dumb. I swear it's just people who are like, I have to stay busy. So they just do stuff. I don't know. The whole department at Google who's like, it's time for a new icon so we can, you know, or you know what? Maybe it was an AI suggestion. I don't know, whatever. I'm just annoyed by it. Okay, so I ramble. Okay, let's see who's filled out the form. I haven't even opened this in a while. And it looks like there was an ad. See, this is why, guys, you don't fill out the form and then not say a word in chat. You have to tell me you filled out the form. Because apparently someone on the 14th filled out the form. The 14th was Thursday. And didn't tell me anything. Didn't say a word. I don't like reach out to you off stream if you filled out the form. It is specific. It says in the beginning of the form, hey, you got to be here and be active in chat for me to help you. It is a conversation that we are having back and forth. So I see FC Midwest, you did fill out the form. Exactly filled out the form too. I haven't seen them talk in chat at all. Oh, there you are, just there. First time chat. I guess you heard me talking about how if you want help, you should be active in chat. Good job. That is the thing I was saying. Very good. Anyway, have a good night, Barry Thorne. Okay, sure. You got it. Any cards in Chaos Rising you're looking for besides those 3 cards? I already have those 3 cards. Yeah, so like that was my chase. Now, the gold Greninja would be awesome. The likelihood of getting that, not great. I've the only gold card I've ever pulled of a Pokemon is the Mewtwo from Destined Rivals. And of course, that was in Scarlet and Violet, where the gold card was worth less than the regular SIR. Now, gold cards they do really well. But yeah, the gold Greninja would be cool, especially because I already have the SIR Greninja, but so I wouldn't put a gold Greninja in my binder. I would just sell that thing and put it towards a more sealed product. I guess, maybe. I have trouble as a collector letting go of things. I really do. Cherokee Vapors, what's up? Welcome. Steve, welcome in. So you said ignore my first one. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so you're going to make a PC part picker list, Midwest, and you're going to make a new form. Not Midwest. Yeah, FC Midwest. Yes, FC Midwest. Yes. So you're going to make a new form after making a PC part picker list and putting that link in. Remember, it is not, do not just get this, the URL up on the URL bar, okay? You need, once you've put together your list, you need this link right here. A recommendation, though, is that you save the list once you've made it. You can save it. You can make a PC part picker account, save your list, and that way you'll always have it for when you want to do upgrades. You can then say, hey, choose different storage, or choose a different CPU, and it'll let you know what's compatible with your motherboard and that kind of thing. Araxinus says, hi there. I referred exactly from the Robotech Discord. Just wanted to let you know and say hi. Araxinus, I appreciate that. How have you been? Welcome. I had that volume on the music a little too loud. Sorry about that. So, okay. I kind of really want to do this. So as I was saying earlier, my streams are now, because other people who hang out here a lot can tell you, I hardly ever get people here looking for PCs anymore. I just don't. So I've switched to doing a lot of Pokemon content. So I'm going to be doing a mix of that tonight. So I'm going to do one thing Pokemon related, and then I'll help somebody out, and then I'll go back to, I'll open it, like say I do this. I do Jam Pack Volume 5. I rip these. I record a little video while I do that. Cool. Then I help somebody. And then it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to rip this. Here we go. And then I help somebody else if they're waiting after that. I don't like make you wait hours to get help, but yeah. Good. I'm playing a lot of Forza Horizon 6 lately. Nice. I haven't played 6. Steve said, well, after 18 months, my 1982 retro computer remake is finally in my nostalgic little hands. 48K Spectrum and classic black. Nice. Year and a half out of stock constantly, but she's mine. Have fun. Have a good time with that. It's very cool. Congratulations. Okay, so let me, one second. I will be here if you got any questions for me. This is my first one, so I'm nervous. I don't want to mess it up. You won't mess it up. All you need to do is be a little bit patient while I do this Pokemon thing real quick, and then I'll be helping you out. It looks like I'm helping you out first because Midwest did fill out the form a little 2 minutes before you did, but is now redoing it. So it'll be you, then Midwest. Okay? So yeah, just hang out. And I don't know, if you like Pokemon too, maybe you'll enjoy this part of it too. Why not? I hope Roby's doing okay. I haven't talked to him in forever. I miss that guy. Okay. What do I want to do first? I do. I got a first edition Charizard PSA 5. Awesome. That's very cool. That is very cool. I've never laid hands on a first edition Zard, but that's very, very cool. I guess we can do Gem Pack Volume 5 first. All right. I just don't know if I want to like cut these or rip them one at a time. That could take a while. Let's just do a mega stack. Let's do a mega stack. All right. We've got the Simplified Chinese Pokemon Gem Pack Volume 5. Actually, I got 4 of these, so this isn't going to be the first one of these videos of me opening these up. So get subscribed or hit follow if you haven't already, and we are going to be seeing whether we can get any of the Chinese exclusive full art cards from this. I've opened volumes 1 through 4. If you've never done these, it's this just full of gorgeous cards. Like every card that you get, you got things like unique hollow patterns. You've got, you have, again, Chinese exclusive packs. Sorry. Again, you've got Chinese exclusive cards. And they're generally themed as well. So what I'm hoping to maybe get out of these 4 boxes that I got, and the odds are very low considering there's actually a, wait, that doesn't tear. There's no perforation there. Okay, whatever. Don't need the box right now at the moment. Anyways, there are 3 full art cards that are the first evolutions of the Paldean starters. Florgato and Crocolore and Quaxwell. I would love to get those 3. Of course, the Captain Pikachu would be amazing, but and that's like the big hit of this set. But what we have here are 30 packs with only 4 cards each. So instead of sitting and ripping each one of those, which can take a while, we're just going to make a mega stack. So hang tight and watch that fast-forwarded footage fly. Stream viewers, sorry, we just get to hang out. Did I just apologize for hanging out? Oh, well, whatever. I could probably do like 3 at a time of these. They do leave a good amount of extra space in this with this pack style. So I really am not concerned at all about cutting the cards. Love Gem 5. Nice. Oh man, I gotta hang out. Oh no. Yeah, sorry. Oh man, this makes so much pack trash though. 4 cards per pack. It just seems wasteful to me. Should I separate them? Should I separate them like by... I think the last card is the one that's a hit. Man, I don't know. Let's just run them like normal. So, well, this is a thing that I should probably say in the thing, but yeah, while we're, you know, with the music off. Basically, the part of the recording that does not get sped up. This is going to be a massive stack of cards. They do have a little bit of a bend to them, but very, very mild. I've seen a lot worse when it comes to these. Okay, just a couple more and we are ready to roll. Yeah, that's quite a stack right there. So I was just pausing the music. Looked like I was grabbing a different stack. Yeah, I grabbed a different stack with my hand upside down. It was amazing. Someone, one of the crew members handed it to me. That one of the crew members I don't have. All right. Here we go. This is a ton of cards. So let's see what we get. I'm not super aware of what the other Pokemon that are in here, but generally you'll find that there's like 20 different Pokemon and like 4 or 5 or 6 different holo types and rarities that you can get. So let's see what we get. Okay, starting off with, I'm not going to name all these out because this is a lot of cards. But there you go. There's a Joltik, reverse holo with energy, and then there's a Pokeball. Okay, Ladia. Okay, let's roll. But look at some of these holo patterns. Absolutely stunning. Vivillon, and that is Master Ball Vivillon. So that right there is probably an upgrade for my Vivillon unless I have an illustration rare. So generally what you're looking for that's not a full art, you're looking for Master Ball or the stamp, the gem stamp on it. The Brava. Ooh, Master Ball Ceruledge. There's an amazing Ceruledge full art that I would love to get out of this. What's wrong with the Crocolore's eyes? That's actually kind of freaky, but I guess the eyes are closed. Skarmory. Vivillon, this is the rotary holo pattern. Some people call it pinwheel, but I've seen on like certain pricing sites and stuff, they call it rotary. Master Ball, Chansey there. You got Timber. There is a Timber. Basically, every one of these Pokemon has a full art in the set. Chansey with the rotary pattern. Master Ball, Joltik. Then you have Wattrel here with the rotary. That is the gem stamp right there. This is a Titan right here. So this is a gem stamp. It's a Titan. It's actually raised a bit. They're very nice. And generally, these are some of the more valuable non-full art cards. And like something like this is probably like $3-4. Okay, Quaxwell there. Chimecho, Master Ball, Fanfi, nice. Chimecho, Energy Reverse, Stunfisk. The Stunfisk full art for this is ridiculous. It's very funny. It's just like Stunfisk. You just see mud and then Stunfisk's face because it's like hiding. Okay, we got Horsey with the Rotary, Master Ball, Latios, nice. Okay, Houndoom, Chansey, Vivillon. Yo, we got the Milcery Gem Rare. Look at that. Oh, man, that is a beautiful card. Very cute. Very cute. A little bit washed out on the colors, but that's like the design choice on that. And yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. What do I have for Milcery right now? I definitely don't have anything this nice. Fairly certain. Yep, just a reverse foil comment. So that is a big upgrade for Milcery right there. Very, very nice. I don't know if that is Chinese exclusive, but it is gorgeous. Okay, well, we can speed through some of this because that's probably the last full art we're going to get. Usually it's one per box. And there's the Milcery that you would otherwise get here. Reboot with the... Okay, Vibrava with the gem stamp. Hisuian Growlithe. Basically, I think a Hisuian Growlithe, I think is a Twilight Masquerade Growlithe full art. Again, Watchroll, Magneton. Okay, we have Master Ball Quaxwell, so that's cool. That's an upgrade for my Quaxwell, I'm fairly certain. Wait. Hold on. No way. No way. Hold on. Hold the phone. Because if I'm not mistaken, yep, this is a new Pokemon for the Pokédex. Let's go, nerds. That's awesome. So we got a Master Ball Sunflora. I had not caught any Sunflora yet for the Pokédex. That is massive. Oh, man, this was so worth it. And look, hey, just in case, there's another one with the Energy Reverse Holo. That is awesome. Oh, boy. Yep, worth it. We have the Gem Stamp Watchroll. Stunfisk again. Tatsugiri. Master Ball Stunfisk. Okay. Timber. Latios. Okay, we got Master Ball Reboot. Ceruledge with the Star Hollow pattern. Okay, Braviary with the Gem Stamp. Okay. Rotary Joltik. Master Ball Skarmory. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at that Applin Master Ball. Sweet. That was not a pun. Florgato Pokeball. That's the first Florgato I've gotten out of this whole box, which is crazy. And then, oh, never mind. Fanfi and Master Ball Growlithe. What do I have for Florgato right now? I got to check. Florgato is an uncommon holo gem rotary. So I already had one that was from the gem pack. That's funny. So that's going to be better than this, pretty much. The rotary holo is usually better than just regular foil. But there you go. That's a big old stack of potential hits there. With the big hit, of course, here being the Gem Rare Milcery, which is a massive upgrade for Milcery here. And, of course, getting ourselves a new Pokemon. And not only that, the card is a Master Ball card. So not bad. I have 3 more of these still to go. So if you want to see those get opened up, see what's in there, get subscribed or hit follow if you have not already. And I will see you in the next one. Sweet. There's probably a ton of upgrades in here for the Pokédex, by the way. That's another reason that I love these. It just, this whole stack, every card that you get is foil or hollow. So if you're trying to dress up a Pokédex, it really is. It's one of the best ways to do it. Also, these cards, in case you didn't know, are printed at by the same company that does the Japanese sets. So whenever you hear about Japanese Pokemon sets having better print quality, better QC, that applies to simplified Chinese cards as well. That just does not want to go in there, does it? There we go. I quite like your Evolution shirt. It's awesome. Thank you. Why was that? Why does it? These random things that flash across the screen. Love that. Love that for the stream. Great. Oh, man. That was cool. Yeah. There you go. Pop the box pic of the Specky in the general chat. Nice. The Specky. Yes, we got a new Pokemon, which is so rare these days, which is cool. Like, that's cool. Why haven't I gotten Baxcalibur and like Frigibax yet? What's the deal with that? Are you serious? Frigibax is only in 2 expensive sets. Paldea Evolved or Paldean Fates. That is it. And there is only 1 full art card of Frigibax. Hang on a second. Nah, well, okay. It's fine. Yep, so that's what we got right there. But yes, there are a ton of beautiful cards for this set. But yeah, as you can see, like gem stamped ones and different kinds of hollow patterns and things like that, they're like $3-4. Depending, you know, we'll see. Yeah, the Latios art is, what is that from? It's from a different set. I can't remember which, but this is not a Chinese exclusive one. It's from something else. Oh, well. Yeah, the flares and everything. Yeah, it's really cool. There's a ton of dope cards in this set. It's just, yeah. I like how this is a Pokemon card, and you just wouldn't know it. Could you imagine if that was the first Sunflora we ever got? I had that in, oh, Surging Sparks. Yeah, that's right. So there's an illustration rare and then an SIR. I think that's the illustration rare. And then there's a Latias SIR. Okay. That's enough of the Pokemon shenanigans. Yeah, that's the one I'm hoping I don't get because I have the Surging. I had this from Surging Sparks. So, yeah. This Ceruledge, though. So dope. Anyways. So, exactly. Well, first off, let me delete delete this row. Okay. So I know you two guys are here. Well, three of y'all, right? Darth Gabe and FC Midwest, y'all are still here, right? I guess Darth Gabe got in before FC Midwest. I should be able to help all three of y'all during the stream though. So don't go anywhere. Here's one more thing. If you guys have to leave, any of y'all have to leave at some point, first off, let me know. Like, hey, I got this thing I got to get to, or hey, I got to go to bed for work at like 5 in the morning or something. Whatever the case may be, please let me know. I can work with that. Okay. But if you have to leave, tell me before you leave. When your turn comes up, I will be here for 5-10 minutes calling out for you and waiting for you to show up. So let me know if you got to go. It's totally okay. You do not lose your place in the line. If you find that you have to leave, you can come back on Thursday and I'll help you then. Okay, you're all there. Okay, good. Okay, so exactly, let's talk about yours. Gaming and streaming, 1440p. Two biggest things there. As for your budget, I need to know what is the actual maximum budget for your PC. Like, is it 1750? Is it 1900? Is it at 1500 or 2000? Not a range, but a solid number that is the highest amount of money dollars that you can comfortably pay for your PC. I'm going to say it. I'm tired of having to hold back my hot takes. I'm tired of hiding. Cerulege is cooler than Armor Rouge. That's it. I said it. That's not a hot take. That is like coldest take ever. I absolutely agree. Armor Rouge is just like, he doesn't have sword hands. Okay. Sorry about that. Cerulege has flaming sword hands. It's awesome. $1,900. Got it. Oh, I do need to mention Darth Gabe. That right now with the global shortage, it is very, very difficult to get a PC for under $1,000. Extremely difficult, especially if you're trying to go for 1440p. If you're not looking for the most basic, like just 1080p gaming, that's the thing is like, now if you wanted to build it yourself, well, even that's messed up too. That's like also really rough. I want to tell you that before you wait around for a long time. And then if you're like, hey, my budget's 700, had it been a year ago or 6 months ago or so, not a problem. Like you could build a pretty decent starting PC that way. But yeah, if you're looking to have a PC, and not only that, but a PC that has been built for you, shipped and warranted, with the fact that most RAM kits are like triple their original price, and then storage is the same, and GPUs are getting harder to find. Yeah, that killed the market for budget PCs. I promise you, I'm not happy to say that. And it's one of the reasons that I've stepped away from tech content. It's too depressing. It's too like triggering for me, basically. But that is how things be right now. Yep. Thanks, AI. Exactly. Yep. Okay. I just want to get that out there for you. So let's see here. Gaming and streaming. 1440p. And yeah, okay. All right. So let's, sorry, I got to get my bearings here. Let's peek at SkyTech. And if we don't find something we like there, we keep going through the lists because we do have a lot of SIs we can look at. So one thing here is the stackable coupons can really help. I have my own coupon code. When you go to the site the first time, you can put in your email, which guess what? You have to give them your email anyway if you're going to buy a PC. So you might as well get $50 for it. And then there could be another coupon code for you. And then you just stack those up. Let's see. Use code FLASH to get 3% off on selected pre-builds. Let's see which ones those are. And if any of these are in the range of your budget. Well, there's one that is exactly $1,900 before discounts. Now, gaming and 16 gigs of DDR5. You see where this is a problem? If you're going to game and stream on the same PC, you need more than 16 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs. Yeah, things are getting worse. Oh, hey, here's a PC for $899. So there's that with a 3050. I'll have to remember this one for Gabe there. What about secondhand PC? Are you an experienced PC user? Just asking real quick. It's not a random question. Are you experienced at using PCs and troubleshooting PCs if there are problems? Are you fine going without a warranty or anything like that? Because I don't know your secondhand market. I'm not going to go through your local Facebook marketplace listings and things like that. And I'm not going to go with you to the purchase to test things for you. You need to be able to do all of those things yourself if you're buying secondhand, which is why I don't really recommend secondhand for people who are new to PCs. Sad to say. Unless you have a really good friend that can help you with all of that. So this is good. Very good. Aside from that one fact of the 16 gigs of DDR5. That kind of ruins it for the whole gaming and streaming thing. What I can do is I can look at one that's close to the price, and then the fact that you're getting 3% off plus my discount plus a $50 off discount might get you where you need to go. Like this one right here. Let's take a look. It is $400 over budget though. But hey, 16 gigs more of RAM. Plus, you're getting a 7800X 3D. So you're going from a 7700X to a 7800X 3D, which is a way better gaming CPU. Same GPU, 9070 XT, 2 terabytes of Gen 4 storage. 850 watt ATX 3.0 power supply. Tons of airflow in this case, and you chose a black case anyway. The other one was white, but... So let's try this. Let's add this to cart. Let me get rid of this other one. We're going to proceed to checkout. We're going to put in code FLASH. That takes off 70 bucks. It's not going to do it. Yeah. My code SWARM takes off another 70 bucks. And then you would get 50 bucks off of that. That would make this thing 2110. So that's... not going to do it. Okay. Anything closer? No. This one is basically the same PC as this, except it's in a black case. And so here, let's take a better look at this. So this has the 7700X, 8 cores, 16 threads, great for gaming and streaming at the same time. That's plenty. 9070 XT, which is the highest end AMD Radeon GPU at the moment. 16 gigs of VRAM there. You have AV1 encode and decode. Pretty solid for encoding. NVIDIA is always going to have the edge when it comes to encoding for streams and stuff, but that gap closed a lot. Let's see, 1 terabyte of storage instead of 2. And then you have this, 16 gigs DDR5. So one of the things that came with DDR5 becoming the prominent, RAM technology is that generally when it was DDR4, you could have 2 sticks to start off with and then just buy a matching set of 2 sticks that match all the specs, pop that in, and you doubled your RAM capacity. DDR5 ain't good at that. You lose stability when you go to 4 sticks of RAM. Otherwise, I would just say, get this, then pop out one of the RAM sticks, look at the sticker, get exactly the model of it. Then later on down the line, buy another 16 gig kit, pop it in there. The thing is, when you're gaming and streaming, your game is demanding system memory. So are all the elements of your stream. You're running Discord, RAM. You're running, I don't know, Spotify for your music, RAM. Running OBS, of course, RAM. Plus plugins and all kinds of stuff, RAM. 16 gigs is really, really pushing it in terms of the RAM capacity that the minimum RAM capacity 32 is usually what I recommend for any PC that's going to game and stream. So we might need to look elsewhere, see what other deals we can find. However, I will say this. Let's actually go here real quick. Let me do this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to remove this. And we're going to add this system. Let's see what this... If this comes out to a price that's good enough for you to replace the RAM kit, then yeah, this would be pretty solid. I removed you. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. Flash. And then my code, SWARM. And then you would have another $50 off with whatever code they email to you. So that would make this $1735.99, and shipping is free. So with that, we're only about $170 under your budget. So it's not quite enough to get yourself a 32 gig RAM kit. Unfortunately, let's see what that's running these days. Products, memory. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. RAM prices did go down a little bit. Not anything close to normal, though. The cheapest kit that would be suitable for your system is $360. Besides, you don't want to buy a pre-built PC and then immediately have to upgrade it. That's the whole point of getting a pre-built. It needs to be a complete product right out of the box. If I have to go up, how much would you think? Would my budget have to go to $2,200, you think? On this website, yes. I mean, on this website, yes. But I'm assuming you can't do that because you didn't say that your budget was $2,200. You said it was $1,900. Are you just saying that you're going to save up some more to get it? This deal might not last until then, but yeah. Well, this is just the first site. We can look around a little more. Let's see what iBuyPower's got. What happened? Why did it do that? It changed my amount. There we go. Well, what do you know? Look at that. Okay, 32 gigs of DDR5 6000. How about that? What's the GPU? It is a 5060 Ti 16 gigs. So you're taking a hit on the GPU in order to get the RAM capacity that you need. Because a 9070 XT is going to beat the pants off of a 5060 Ti 16 gig, even though that is a legitimately good GPU, the 5060 Ti, especially that it's a 16 gig VRAM version. You can game at 1440p with the 5060 Ti 16 gig, not the 8 gig, but the 16 gig. And 2 terabytes of storage. Like, for a long time, I wasn't even looking at iBuyPower because they were lacking so much in this department. In this, in the ready to ship systems. Let's see. They have one that is in black, since you did mention that. You mentioned, or at least the thing asks for the color that you want, right? But this one's $1,749. You go from a 7800X 3D to a 9700X. Now, that means you're giving up on the 3D V cache, so you give up some gaming performance at lower resolutions or in specific games that require CPU performance. You have the same GPU though, slightly slower memory, which is not ideal. Also, no. We can't do this one. It's a full ATX case and they put an MATX motherboard in there. Why do they do this to me specifically? Actually, every other system other than the one we looked at, every single system other than this one has an MATX motherboard. B650EM, B650EM, B860M, B860M. What the heck? B650EM. Every one of these is a full ATX tower with an MATX motherboard, which any builder that respects themselves even a little bit would not do. iBuyPower, I know it's tough times. I know this. Stop it. Get some help. What does that mean? Okay. So this is a full ATX case, meaning it is designed primarily for full ATX motherboards. You see how this motherboard goes all the way from the top of the case to the bottom, right? You have all these little connectors down here, but the cables are nicely tucked away. You have these slots here. And this, for a streaming PC like you want, these are very important. So if we look here, though, at this system, actually, I want to go to a white system because then it's going to be even more egregious. This is what you end up with. Do I need to explain why this bad, other one good? This is a joke. This right here is a joke. All these cables just hanging out. There is no way to cable manage an MATX motherboard in a full ATX case. There is no way to do it other than drilling holes here. So you have higher cable management holes. And there are some cases that will have some cable management slots right here just to make that a little better, but just don't do that. Get a full. So the problem that you run into if you're trying to stream on this PC is that eventually you need to throw in a PCIe add-in card. Okay. Well, what the heck is that? I will tell you. If you find that the motherboard that they gave you doesn't have enough USB ports because you're trying to stream, meaning I got to plug in the Stream Deck, I got to plug in my microphone or my audio interface, or I got to plug in all these different USB things. I don't want to use a hub because you don't want to use a hub with streaming devices. It doesn't always go well. So you just get this for like 30 bucks and it adds in a bunch of USB ports, right? And they're direct to your chipset. They don't have another, they have their own USB controller and that goes direct to your chipset. A hub has a USB controller that they all connect to, and then that goes to a USB port on your computer that goes to another USB controller, so you have latency added in. Now, but this is like 30 bucks and it adds a ton of I/O. Or you want to do something like get a nice camera. Like you get a mirrorless camera like this one or something like that down the line, right? You're not, maybe you don't want to use a webcam. How are you going to put an internal capture card? Or if you're trying to capture PS5 or Switch gameplay and you try to use a capture card, you have to use an external one. And then that might be plugged into a hub or something because you ran out of ports on your motherboard and you couldn't put in one of these. If you're trying to build up a streaming setup, your motherboard is one of your most critical components. The ability to expand your build inside the system, like this, again, this costs like $30 and it takes 5 minutes to install. It is one of the simplest things you'll ever install on a PC. But when you look at something like this, where did the slots go? There's like one right here that maybe you can use, but then you get a GPU upgrade down the line and uh-oh, that GPU is bigger. Now I can't even use the one slot I have. Well, let me upgrade my motherboard. The most complicated hardware upgrade that you can do in a PC. Sure, why not? Yes, I use my PS5 for main source of gaming. Okay, you didn't tell me that until now. That does make Bray mad, though, yes. Here's the thing. I know that iBuyPower is a good company that builds good computers. That is in a tough situation. But this, to me, is a big no-no, especially for one of the pre-built companies that has been around the longest. So this is the one that if you get iBuyPower, I would recommend. Unfortunately, I don't have a code for you that works for this. The only code I have for iBuyPower is the one that is for custom PCs. If you go to the thing and you build it yourself. And I don't think that we can do that for cheaper than this. So yeah, this would be a recommendation. Oh, you're good. That's fine. The reason that I'm fine with this one now, all of a sudden, is because it doesn't matter that you're getting a lower powered GPU. You're not gaming on this. Here's where the confusion really happened, though. Right here. When you were filling out your form, it should have just been streaming is your main purpose for the PC. If you're not gaming on it, and your main source for gaming is a PS5, you don't put gaming in the system. Like, because that's telling me I want to do PC gaming. Yeah, I want the best GPU that I can get. That kind of thing. So, other than that, though, this is a solid PC. I mean, other than that drop in the GPU, it is a solid PC. Let's see what the power supply is. Power supply, 750 watt, 80 plus gold, PCIe Gen 5. Non-modular. Sure. Now, also, it's not a black PC. That is one of the things you stipulated, but hey. 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, 7800 X3D, all that. You don't even need the X3D on this. Yeah, I just wanted to play Minecraft on the PC. I said it earlier. I think you missed it. I only need it for Minecraft for the gaming part of my PC. Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. There you go. It is right in line with your budget. Shipping is free, and this thing is already built. Like, it ships out. It'll be at your doorstep in like 5 or 6 days. So, yeah. Estimated delivery by Thursday, May 28th. So not 5 or 6. Well, so about 9 days. Now, wait. Why? If he's looking at the iBuyPower website, what about the other Power website? Okay. iBuyPower and CyberPower PC may seem very similar. That is until you potentially have an issue with your PC, which I don't care where you're getting your PC from. It's still a computer with Windows and electricity running through it. Any PC from any builder can have problems. The difference is, how does that company react when you have a problem? How is their customer support? How is their tech support? How is their warranty? All of that. While CyberPower PC may have a similar website, similar deals, and just similar pricing, right, to iBuyPower, they have shown time and time again, and this has been reported directly to me by members of my community in a channel you can go read for yourself. CyberPower fails a lot on customer support, whereas iBuyPower is world class. They have invested in that. They've invested in their people. They have prioritized it, and it shows. My first PC was iBuyPower. Can recommend. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're infallible. Anyone can have, any company can have problems, but it is so much less with iBuyPower. They really do their best. So yeah. Yeah, there is only one company that has a better record of customer service in our Discord, in our community. We have a group of channels called SI Testimonials in our Discord. If you haven't joined already, you should. There's tons of helpful info there and cool people there. But in that you can go look at CyberPower and it's terrible. You go look at iBuyPower, it is like 90% positive. There is only one company two companies that are like Skytech is up there too. And then you have the number one with customer support, which is a boutique builder, meaning that the same PC here is more expensive there, but for multiple reasons, right? And they're pretty much 100% positive in the Discord. So, and that's been for years and years. But that's a boutique builder. Like that's where you're like, I want to spend extra for the buying and ownership experience, which it's really tough for boutique builders right now because of the global shortages. People can't necessarily afford the extra for the lifetime warranty and for the attention to detail and all that stuff. It's just, it's a rough time for boutique builders for right now. Let me put this in here. It's good that I was able to find something good on iBuyPower. I'm happy to see that. But iBuyPower needs to chill out with the micro ATX motherboards in the full ATX cases. That is inexcusable. And he's back. Yo, what's up? Michael, how you doing? Welcome. I actually have some PC stuff to do today, which is great. It's been, I don't know, a couple of weeks since I've really been able to get into helping out multiple people on one stream. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Have they made changes at iBuyPower? I mean, a company that big, Chris, I just was reading back through YouTube chats. Sorry about that. A company that big has changes all the time. The main thing is, as long as they don't make changes in their customer service. And honest, like, I mean, one of the biggest changes recently, and this is interesting, so I'm going to talk about it, is the fact that Rob Teller, the lead architect at Height, all of those Height cases and all the different things that Height has made that are amazing, that was him and his team. He's left the company. He's left Height / iBuyPower, I guess, but he was on the Height side. I need to reach out to him, see how he's doing, and you know, wherever he went to, wherever he landed, wherever he took his talents. I'd like to know. But that's probably the biggest change and the only one that I would know about. Other than that, I don't really get news of like, hey, one of our builders quit or something. Like, I don't know. Okay. Well, we finished one PC matchmaking sesh. That means it is Pokemon time. That means it's time to choose something. Yeah. So I need to see what's up with this real quick. 1 second. Oh. 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 So apparently, the Brilliant Energy thing that has 2 cards in it, there's 1 pack of that in this box, And these are the cards that you can get. Let me show you. Funny enough, there are energies in there. But this is Sword and Shield era. There's this one. Look at the Yukimori ducklet there. And then there's these. I'm guessing there's like one of these in there and then one of the others. That's awesome. But what confuses me is why they have the Zacian and not the Zamazenta. Because I have this Zacian. Thanks so much for the help. When I get the PC, I'll let you know. Wish me luck. Good luck. Absolutely. We found something that's perfect for your budget and everything, so I hope it works out. Darth Gabe says I did another submission. Oh, okay. All right, let's do this. If you've only been looking at Pokemon products in English, you are so missing out. It seems like simplifying Chinese Pokemon products just have some of the coolest looking things, just like this simplified Chinese Pokemon Brilliant Energy. Hold on. What is it? Brilliant Energy. Sorry. Like this simplified Chinese Pokemon Brilliant Energy gift box 2.0, the Mew themed one. I saw this and I honestly was like, I gotta have that. I really like this box. Basically, this is like an ETB box, just not expanded upwards. And there's some interesting stuff in here. So let's open it up. So this right here, I got for, I think, $71.99. And it has some very interesting things in here. Some things that are exclusive to the Chinese market. But yeah, as soon as you kind of picture this as an ETB that has been opened and then used for card storage, like that's essentially the size of this box and the style of it. But it is absolutely gorgeous with Mew here in gold and pink. Really, really nice. So let's open this up and see what we've got. So it's actually like an ETB essentially. You're going to have 30 packs of Chinese cards in here that are from two sets that I believe are Brave Stars Yang and May. Brave Stars Yang and Brave Stars May are like the two options that you get stuff from. But these dice, I love these dice. Take a look at this. Take a look. It's got a little Mew on there. This, of course, is your die for, dice rolling. And then you got your die for dice rolling. Yes. And then you got your damage counters here as well. Then you have some sleeves here. This is very well packed in here. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pull this out without these just going everywhere. There, here we get. Look at these sleeves. These sleeves are awesome. Now, they're probably a little tight for what I would use them for. Like they hold onto the card a little too well. I generally will use like Dragon Armor sleeves, things like that, but still absolutely gorgeous. And of course, some dividers as well. There's going to be a little stack of those. Now, this is where things get interesting because you get one pack of their Brilliant Energy, or one Brilliant Energy pack. This has two cards in it. And the selection of cards available is very interesting, mostly Sword and Shield era stuff. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Wow, it just comes out like that. Even with this one, they're not immune to making the box seem a little tall. No, it doesn't. That's how tall the box is. But there we go. There's our 30 packs, and it is split evenly between the Brave Stars, Young, and May. There it is. So that is a lot. Each of these packs has 4 cards in it. I've never opened this set, and it looks like we have one more pack of the May set. If I put these down and sort of compress them a bit, yeah, we're 1 pack higher there. So it's like 16 of these and 14 of the Young set. So let's set these aside. We're going to open some of those. But this is where things get super interesting. Yeah, basically, unless I completely misunderstand, there's going to be one like hit in here and then sort of a secondary card. I don't know. I've never opened this. I guess we'll save this for the very end, so stick around. We're going to go for the Young set first. We'll go ahead and open these up. And I'm just going to make a little mega stack out of this. So hang tight. Okay. Where'd you get that box? I got it off of Cat's Collectibles online. It is now sold out, though, unfortunately. But you might be able to find it elsewhere. It does have a good perforation right there, but I'm still going to go ahead and just cut these. I'm actually thinking I should make this into a couple of videos. Because there's a lot of packs. There's a lot of packs. Also, I have no idea how to... I mean, I guess I could just look these up by looking up a card list for each of these sets, but... Maybe... Okay, I'll say this when I'm going to be opening them or showing them. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 cards per pack. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. It's a lot of cards. I thought these were 4 cards per pack. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of cards. It makes sense though for the second video to have the rest of the packs plus the Brilliant Energy pack, because I won't have spent the time in just opening the box and showing what's in it. So it should even out. I know this takes a while. Reminds me when I was in high school and bought a few D&D dice, and for some reason I traded my pink D4 There's one classmate's glittery blue D4. I don't even like blue and glitter. Why did I trade? For the experience of trading, which is just fun. Oh, Arc Strike, what's up? Is there a Zamazenta Altart? I'm having trouble remembering one. There's not in this set, but there was in, was it Crown Zenith? I have that one. Never mind, there is one. It's just not one that I've seen very often. Definitely interesting to not include it. I know. I do have that one though. It's got like most of the reds and pinks in the colorways. Yeah. Speaking of Chinese, if you want any more simplified Chinese 151, I'd recommend buying soon because it's now out of print in China. Prices will likely skyrocket soon. I guess I need to do that. I did enjoy that other other box. Okay, I was incorrect. It was apparently 5 cards per pack, so I was wrong about that. I'm actually going to split this up into 2 videos. So in the next one, you know, we get to skip all the box opening stuff like that. We're going to open the Brave Stars May packs and this Brilliant Energy single pack here. So get subscribed or hit follow if you haven't already for that one. And let's go ahead and get into these and see what we're getting. I know nothing about this set, so this should be interesting. This is not going to be like your gem pack ones, though, where every card is like a foil or holo of some kind. I like that Magnemite, actually. Okay, Voltorb. Oh, look at this Bulbasaur. Look at this Bulbasaur reverse. Oh, this is going right into Ari's Shrine. It absolutely is. That is adorable. I love it. Okay. Already, whole box worth it. And again, so basically it's a reverse Leaf Energy with the Gloom here. Wait a second. Hold on. Nope, I have Wormadam. I do. Never mind. Just not the evolution, Motham. Cute Turtwig. No, those Pokemon with clothes. Yo, Shaman V-Star. Look at that. Oh, that's a huge upgrade for Shaman. It has to be. It has to be. That is dope AF. I love it. Shaman. I only have a reverse holo Pokeball one. So this, yeah. Big upgrade for Shaman. That is a gorgeous card right there. I have Lilligant, don't I? I'm sure I do. Yeah, I have Lilligant. Oh, sweet. I like the style they have for the trainer cards. Unfortunately, I can't use them. Hisuian, Avalugg, Heatran, Combee, Growlithe. I guess basically it's Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus, however you want to say it, era cards. Yo, is that a Sako Ito Blipbug? Look at that. So this is a crocheted Pokemon here. I didn't have this. I did not have this yet. I'm not a serious collector of Yukimori or Sako Ito, but I do still collect them. Love Disc. I do have Love Disc. Okay. Ooh, that's a sick Venusaur. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Venusaur Holo Rare. Sliggoo. Breloom. Continuing on here. Ooh, Meltan V. Or Melmetal. Is Melmetal or Meltan? I always mix those two up. Melmetal and Meltan, I always get them backwards. Yeah, Melmetal. The Melmetal V. That is sick. What do I have for Melmetal right now? Just a holo rare. That's a big upgrade right there. It is absolutely awesome looking. Forgot that I was zoomed in. My bad. This is good so far, man. Okay. Scyther. Oh, if I hadn't just gotten my first Cleavor like a week ago, this would have been awesome. The Voltorb, the Hisuian Voltorb. Art rare. Look at that. Okay, that's a big old upgrade if I don't know. Okay, yeah, hold on. Voltorb. I just have an EX. This is a massive upgrade. And what a wonderful card. I love that. Oh, that's so sick. That is so sick. The hits just keep coming. I wish I'd ordered 2 of these boxes now. I like the energy reverse. I like that style. It's pretty cool. Yo, look at the Shinji Kanda. Wait, is this throw or sock? I think this is sock, and the other one's throw. I always mix them up. Orbeetle Hollow. Okay. Yo, Yukamori Shelgon, right? Shelgon. That's the thing. I don't have the help of the name being right there. Yes. Shieldon. It's Shieldon. Shieldon. Sheldon. Bazinga. Yukamori Shieldon, which, by the way, is a new catch for the Pokédex. Let's go, nerds. That's awesome. And it's a Yukamori card. Oh, that's so good. That is so, hold that for me, RGB. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, that's so good. Oh, another Bulbasaur there. Awesome. Yo, full art trainer. Okay. Secret rare. Don't know who that is. Literally just some person, but okay. Looks cool. Textured. All that good stuff. Technically a hit. This is a Yukam. Okay. That is super cute. That is a Yukamori Wormadam. Man, this is just full of awesome stuff. And that's because we have the whole other set to look at. Wait a minute. I have you, right? Yes. Yes. Shroomish. I have Shroomish. Of course I do. Phalanx. Okay. Dottler. Okay, another Shaman. This one's a little creepy, actually. The eye is a little weird. The eyes are a little bit weird. But we got, I'm pretty sure the V-Star is going to be beating this one out. Like, that's the Pokédex one. Right there. But another hit! I mean, I love Venusaur, but regular hollows, I should probably make room here by not putting those there. Not you, buddy. You stay. You get to stay. Okay, almost at the end here. Slowbro. Piloswine. Man. It's a good thing I had Wormadam, but there's multiples in here. And that is it. But ends it with the Vespiquen. What a box. That is less than half of the packs. So, but that set is really nice. Let me just hold up a few of these hits here. There we go. Oh my God, the glow of this V-Star card is insane. And of course, the new catch for the Pokédex in a Yukamori card. How awesome is that? So, again, get subscribed or hit follow if you haven't already, because we still have a lot more to open from this box, and we're going to be doing that very soon. See you in the next one. Just going to end that, and then I can just clear this up, restart it, finish off that box, or we can go. I didn't hold up the Voltorb. I almost didn't include the Voltorb in the hits, but yes, this is a gorgeous card, and it's definitely one of the hits for sure. And of course, getting a new Bulbasaur card is great too. Okay, all right, see you in the next one. There, cool. Let me sleeve these things up. Man, super awesome. Okay, Natty, what are you doing in there? I see you. You just deleting stuff? I have no idea what to do with this card because, like, I can't use it in play. It's a trainer I don't know, and I don't know. It's just there. I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, I can't believe I didn't just get all Pokemon's cards where it's just a Pokemon. But oh yeah, you get a top loader too. Why do I keep forgetting about you? Stop it. Knock it off, me. Yeah, out of that, so far, 5 big hits there, plus 1 new Pokemon. That's awesome. If something interesting for you to do is a break after the next PC help, I actually have stuff to do during this stream. What do you mean? Stuff is happening. This isn't one of those streams where it's like, all right, what do we do now, everybody? Shield on. Yes, thank you. Might be an upcoming IR for Shield on in Pitch Black. I know they have a pretty heavy focus on fossil Pokemon in that set. Oh, that's cool. Arc Strike coming in and correcting me. It's fine. It's fine. I don't feel gatekept or anything. I know you're being helpful. There are a lot of Pokemon who, at a glance, I will not know the name of. There are 1,025 Pokemon out there. These are not in English. So I openly say, like, I don't know what that is. And then I go, look, I'm like, that's what that is. I like these boxes because I think it's better sized for top loaders than standard ETBs. So that's pretty cool. Let's test that theory. It is perfectly sized for top loaders. Look at that. Well, you can't see it, but yeah, perfectly sized for top loaders. That's real. I wish they had that for, I wish that was the same case with English ETBs, but hey, what are you going to do? Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Get back in there. I try to sort after every time I open stuff so I don't have an unbelievable mess in my setup every time I finish doing something. Check out the Fossil Museum collection. Everybody's giving me things to do. I've got things to do. Not trying to be snarky, just trying to help out. Hey, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I mean, my Twitch chat does it too. You're good. Also, if you're looking to buy any more of those boxes, there are some listings on eBay for about 75 bucks right now. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So what's the Fossil Museum collection on the Pokemon Center website? Is it the museum? Because I've seen some footage of a museum where they build out like fossils, like Pokemon fossils. That's pretty cool. Is that what you're talking about? I saw like a video walkthrough of that. Voltorb is cute. Yes, Voltorb is cute. When most Pokemon, when they are sleeping, are cute, except Gorbis. Gorbis should go to sleep and not wake up. I'm kidding. That's super mean. That's super mean. I shouldn't have said it out loud. Okay. Gorbis is weird, okay? Sorry. I don't understand why it exists. I also don't understand why, whatever it is, why it has a shell bra. That's just weird. No, it's just fossil themed merch like plushies, pins, clothes, etc. Oh, cool. Because, yeah, one of the things that I would love to do is, because I've been wanting to go to Japan forever, but they have like a museum where they have like the fossils built out and stuff. It's very cool. I really want to open this. I really, really want to open this. What's up, John Paul? Welcome. How you doing? I will finish out this box, and then I will be helping Gabe, Darth Gabe. So stick around. Pokemon Center ships super quick. I wish they would restock super quick. Louvre heist, except I'm running away with a Kabutops fossil. I was checking out some of their summer collection stuff. It's really nice, Shanala. But I haven't seen the fossil one. Oh, let me count these before I see how many there are. 2, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, it is 15. It is 15. So it's 15 and 15. Okay. All right. Are you going to try to get any of the prismatic SPCs from Sam's on the 26th? Yes. It is going to be a nightmare, but I'm going to try. Like, I was literally at GameStop where they were like $399 or something. Hey, I don't think I'll be around when you get to my PC help tonight. Probably off to bed in the next 25 to 30 minutes. Just a heads up. Okay. In that case, I'm back on Thursday, 8 to midnight Central Time. And you don't lose your place on the list. So, yeah. I have the Plus membership. I do have the Plus membership. It's one of the best places to shop for. I'm not, not sponsored. I'm not, but it's one of the better places to get to shop here where I'm at. So yeah, I do have a Plus membership. I'll bet doing this where they do Pokemon drops only for Plus members gets them a ton of Plus memberships. Okay, real talk. This is one of the coolest Pokemon products I have ever opened. I recently opened a simplified Chinese Brilliant Energy Gift Box 2.0, the Mew themed one, in my last video. And man, it is packed with stuff, including 30 packs of simplified Chinese Pokemon cards with 5 cards each, plus this right here. This is the Brilliant Energy Pack that has 2 cards in it. And the list of cards that's in it is pretty nice, but it's not a long list. We'll see what we get. But right now, first, we're going to be opening these 15 packs. I'm going to keep forgetting the name. But right now, I'm going to open these 15 packs of Brave Stars May. I did the Brave Stars Young packs in the last one, and man, it was just hit after hit. I got some really nice cards out of that. So let's see what we get out of this. Fast forward incoming. I'm really excited about this because this apparently is a pretty good set. And the hit rates are pretty nice. By the way, when you guys hear me say something at the beginning of the video or at part of the video where I talk about having opened something or other before, that's where the B-roll of that happening goes. So it's like, I know you don't see that as I'm recording this, but like it'll be just from the previous video or something like that. So it'll make sense then. Yeah, this set was never on my radar as a set to get, so pretty excited about that. I mean, we've already gotten one new Pokemon out of it. But I'm guessing this is... I don't know how this is split up. Like, it looks like it's a companion set kind of thing. A split set like Black Bolt, White Flare. That might be the case. I don't know. Also, if I don't open any Chaos Rising before the end of the stream, I'm going to feel really dumb. So that's going to be after we help Darth Gabe. Yeah, 5 cards. Okay. I'm betting I could just do like the last 2 and get all the hits. But again, we could miss out on a new Pokemon if we do that. Okay, here we go. Now this, from what I can tell, is a Sword and Shield era stuff. So V-Stars and all that, and V-Cards and all that. So maybe a V-Max here and there. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay, starting off with a little Rotom and Squovit there, a little Drifloom. Aw, Chimchar. That's a cute Chimchar. Reverse Energy. Okay. Yo, with the V-Star Mewtwo. I was just, like I was saying, that is awesome. I don't think that this beats out my gold, my hyper rare Mewtwo from Destined Rivals for going in the Pokédex. It is very cool, but I think the other one's a little bit cooler. But man, that is a sick Mewtwo. Absolutely dope. Oh, that's a good hit right there. I like that. Okay, Noctowl. Okay, oops. Don't skip. Don't skip. The hits can come out of nowhere. I've gotten all of those, right? Basically all those. Just double checking. Yeah. Okay, so Azelf there. I do have all those. Okay, all right. Got a little Crobat right there. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm not my favorite. Not my favorite of the Amorous is not my favorite one. What is it? What the heck is it? I have Enamorous. Enamorous. Got the EN. I was like, Amorous is not right. That's an actual word. Enamorous. Yeah, Enamorous, not my favorite of those. Came out with Legends Arceus, but I do have a better card than that. I have an ultra rare Enamorous. Little Ralts there, Gabite, Mesprit there, Quillfish. Oh, that's a cool Soul Rock there. Okay, give me a little more. Looks like the other stack of packs did a little better than this at this point, but that's okay. Nice. Arceus. I don't care which one it is. I say Arceus naturally. Okay, so just leave me alone. That's how I call it. Arceus V, whatever. Muck, Jinx. Okay. Got Cynthia. Hoot Hoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I ruin something? Dang, the Sneasler. Radiant Sneasler. Look at that. Radiant Sneasler. I love the Radiant cards. They're so sick. So sick. Yeah, I didn't need Sneasler, but that's a beautiful card. I love that. That's really good. Might be an upgrade. Let me see what Sneasler has. No, I won't mess with that right now. But yeah, Radiant cards were so dope. That's a cute Pikachu. Wait, I have Ursa Ring. No, I don't. This is a new catch. Ursa Ring. Let's go. New catch for the Pokédex. We have Ursa Ring. I was thinking Ursa Luna. I already have Ursa Luna. But nope, there it is. New catch right there. But didn't I just catch you in a... What? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Another Sneasler. Samurott. Reverse? Yeah. The reverse for dark energy types, dark type Pokemon are always so hard to tell. There you go. And hey, it's Ursa Luna. There it is. There you are. I already got you. I do need Teddy Ursa. I do need Teddy Ursa to complete that evolution line. That is such a cute Gibble. All right, Togetic. Sorry. No. Togekiss. Excuse me. I always mix those up too. Okay, never mind. Teddy Ursa has been acquired. There we go. Teddy Ursa. Now part of the Pokédex. Wow. Wow. We got one new Pokemon in the first stack and then two out of this one. Man, I guess I spoke that into existence. Why not? You know what? Now we need why not, because literally we actually need why not. Why not are you in here? Hold on. I might be missing you. No, I've got Dewat. I'm good. Okay, and that is going to do it for these cards. And yeah, two new Pokemon caught right there. Let's get these in order. Right there, filling out a nice little empty spot in the Pokédex. And some pretty nice hits. Unfortunately, now maybe one or two of these might be an upgrade. No, not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. And oh, by the way, let me check this one. I got to check out Sneasler now. I got to check out Sneasler now. No, yeah, for Sneasler, I have an illustration rare already. So, yeah, that ain't going to do it. That's right. For Sneasler, I have a really nice one. So, yeah, that's not going to do it. But still, some pretty cool cards. And again, two caught. I have to go back and look through the the reverse holos and the holos to see if any of those are upgrades as well. But we know at least two new Pokemon caught out of this. So let's set these aside. And now for the finale here. For this whole box, as we open up the Brilliant Energy Pack. Two cards in here that I'm holding upside down. Two cards in this. And some pretty nice ones, as some of the ones we could get. Okay, well, that's usually how it goes with blisters. Let's just finish the job here. I'll get it eventually. I think there was a perforation that I missed. No, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to fold this like at all. That Mewtwo V-Star is so nice. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, first card is... Yo, this Pikachu is dope. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice Pikachu card. That holo is crazy. That doesn't seem like a very common Pikachu card. I'm gonna have to look at that. And the second card and the final card in this whole box is a Fire Energy, the Crown Zenith style Fire Holo Energy. Well, okay, a little bit anticlimactic, but yeah, very, very cool cards. Very cool cards. There are a lot of full art cards that could have been in here, but you know what? Just the fact that we caught 3 new Pokemon from this box and got a solid amount of upgrades as well, just that already, super awesome. And I just enjoyed opening it, and I'm going to enjoy the extra things that came with it, including especially the box itself. So if you enjoyed that, hit the like button, get subscribed, or hit follow if you haven't already, because we got more cool stuff to open up and add to our increasingly awesome Pokedex as the journey continues. As the journey continues. He says that in the show. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye-bye. I forgot he says that. I should be saying that. That's really great. I like that. Looks like Astral Radiance. Hopefully you get the Machamp or Beedrill. The one you opened looked like Brilliant Stars. There's a little bit more to that Fire Energy holo pattern than normal Crown Zenith. It has the smaller flames like reverse holos you just got. No, the Crown Zenith ones have the flames too. It's both the Pokeballs and the flames. I can pull one out if you need me to, because I have them here. I have at least one here. Where would I have it? Where would I put it? I think it shows better here. No, that's not it. Because, and the reason I say I have those is because I opened a box of V-Star Universe, which is Crown Zenith. Which also, that might have been improved over Crown Zenith because it's a Japanese set. Man, I don't know. But it's a lot like this. And I noticed when I opened it, yes, fire symbols and Pokeball symbols. There's the fire symbols there. And the Pokeballs when you go side by side. Very, very cool. All right. Let me just get these all safe and sleeved. And Gabe, I'll be ready to help you out there. Now, I do know that I can't use this for English tournament play, unfortunately. Even the fact that it doesn't have the Japanese backing and it has the English backing, like the blue, instead of the sort of the gold, yellowish backing like you get on Japanese cards, they basically can't account for how different language, different regional cards might feel in terms of weight and thickness. So some people, if they intend to cheat, they will find anything they can to cheat that can help them determine, oh, this is an energy card or whatever, I guess. So they only allow English energy cards. But yeah. God, that is such a dope V-Star Mewtwo. So cool. That is a less dope Enamorous card. Because it's Enamorous. Oh shoot, really cool. Yeah, I never knew that. It's pretty subtle. Yeah. Night folks. All right, you got it. Steve, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, all the English reverse holo energies I've ever opened. Never had the extra symbols that I can remember. Yeah, it's apparently a Crown Zenith thing. Where are they? So I have, whenever I was at one of my local card shops most recently, I was like, I made the mistake of asking if they had any holo energies, and they're like, here's our whole box of energy. It's like a whole pull-out box of energy cards. And I wanted far too many of them. They were any hollow energy. They were like, oh, this is gonna be 50 cents a piece for these, and then or whatever. And they were pretty inexpensive. But the stack that I wanted to buy, because I was like, these are just sitting in a box languishing. I want to give them a good home, and use them in my use them in decks and stuff. Well, I ended up just leaving with a stack of the Cosmo Hollow 151 fighting energies, because I've bought a little stack of each of the different energy types in that Cosmo Hollow because I really like it, just for deck building, right? But then I found all these really interesting ones, and I wanted all of them, but I ended up not buying any of them. Because, well, except for a couple, with a couple exceptions. These are ones so this is one of the exceptions right here. Of course, the 151 hyper rare basic psychic energy gold card, super awesome. This was $3. This is some kind of 25th anniversary. It looks dull because of the sleeve that it's in. I need to remove it from that and put it in a regular one. Then I got a couple of these. These are some vintage ones that are really, really cool. Don't know what set they're from. And then there's this one. And this was funny, because I was not allowed to buy this. Can you guess why? The guy was like, it shouldn't have even been in that box, but good job finding it. You can go ahead and take it. Here you go. He just gave it to me because it's a league card, a reward card, basically for playing in the league. It's a plate, whatever they call it. So you can only get these by participating in tournaments. And he's like, I cannot sell that to you, but here you go. You earned it. There you go. I was like, cool. And then this is just all the fighting energies I'm going to use in a fighting energy deck, because they're super sick, and a bunch of them have swirls and they're really nice. I don't know how much energy I'm going to need for it, but I can build multiple decks if I have like, I try to have about 15 of each in that Cosmo Hollow. So that's my source for energies for deck building, which I have set aside time, and I've been kind of messing with that and trying to build decks. So I'm just still kind of familiarizing myself with everything, but you know, I'll get to where I'm more comfortable and I can just go out and play more. Poke Beach has posted all the secret rares from Abyss Eye if you're interested. Oh, interesting. I got a hollow fighting energy in my league pack last week. Nice. Yeah, I need to go to tournaments. They have them all the time, or just like Pokemon nights. I need to go do that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just need to go do that. I guess I should, yeah. I'm sad that I won't be able to use this. It's really nice. Yeah, I should throw these in top loaders. Why not? You never know with a Pikachu card. It could be 50 cents or it could be $50. You just never know. I like Radiant cards, okay? I know it doesn't necessarily need a top. I just like them. I don't know the values of any of these cards, so I'm gonna have to check that later. Because none of them, basically, if it has somewhat of, even if it's like $5, right? I can put it throw it in a top loader, throw it in my trade binder, because there are going to be cards that I want to trade for that will be around $5. And if all I put in my trade binder are like $50 or more cards, then that's going to be a little rough to trade with. So cards that are like $3, $4 that are nice, that people might want, are going to be great for when I go to a card show or any kind of trade night kind of thing. I don't know nothing about you. I know about you, Pikachu, but this card, so I'm just going to set that there. This goes with my hollow energies over here. And then these go with this to be filed away in the Pokedex. Alrighty. That was fun. This box is great. I might have to pick up another one. Yeah, I'll just put that there. There we go. Okay, that was fun. Thank you for waiting through that, everybody. Thank you for waiting, Gabe. Appreciate that. Looked like there might be some other versions besides Mew for that box as well, like Shadow Rider, Calyrex. It's just I had to have the Mew one. Yeah. The Mega Darkrai SIR looks pretty sick. My problem is that I don't like Mega Darkrai in general. I think they missed on that design a little bit. It's a little goofy. It is actually a little bit very goofy. Never mind, not all. They're just updating as they get pulled. Okay. It comes out in Japan this Friday, so people must be opening early. Yeah, I have a few of the. I have a couple of boxes on pre-order, so we'll see. It's probably gonna take a few weeks for me to get it though. By the way, Panther, what's up? Welcome. Natty says I started playing through Omega Ruby. First thing I did was ask my wife which legendary is the one on Omega Ruby again. Kyogre. It is. It's Groudon, but okay. Oh god, my wife would give the red Pokemon the blue orb. She's going to doom the world. Cute. All right, Gabe. Darth Gabe. Let's switch over and get your PC matchmaking session going. Wait, why did I unmark that? Wait, huh? Wait, why did you resubmit? Oh, I get it. Okay. I get it. Got it. So what did I say I was going to say for you? It was here. $8.99. This is probably about as good as it's going to get. So let's take a look at this. What is your actual maximum budget, by the way? Because you put 500 to 1,000. I don't know how you feel about the digital camo, but this is part of their flash sale. So you get 3 stackable coupons on this. I forgot to cut my nails. I meant to cut my nails. Now I've been opening all that stuff with nails that I don't like. Great. They're just a little too long. A little bit. Usually pretty studious, pretty fastidious about that. About 900. About 900, you say? Look at that. 1 cent under budget. Before discounts, of course. So this has a 12400F. That's fine that this doesn't have the iGPU, because this should be able to handle, you could put a 12700K in here if you wanted to, or something like that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going with 13th or 14th gen without upgrading your cooler. Also, 12700K, you should at least put a 240 millimeter AIO in here. I think that's all this case can handle, perhaps, but still, regardless. 1 terabyte of storage, 16 gigs of RAM. Now, you heard me talk all about how it's a problem to have less than 32 gigs of RAM if you're going to game and stream. But you are not gaming and streaming on this. You're only streaming on this. So, this has a 10-core CPU, 6 performance cores, 4 efficiency cores. The 16 gigs of RAM should be fine for just running streaming applications. There you go. But also, if you're not streaming, it's fine for gaming too for most situations. The 3050 is not a powerful GPU. It does not matter. You are not gaming on it. All it needs to do is encode. And this has the same Turing-based NVENC as a 3090. There you go. So this is a streaming PC. It even has a full ATX motherboard, meaning that you can add the internal capture card, all that stuff if you need to. Full on B760. It is DDR4, so if you wanted to upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM, you just need to pop out one of those sticks, get the info off the sticker there for the exact serial or model number of what you have for the RAM, and order another kit of 16 gigs and run off of 4 sticks. There you go. Yeah. This Urban Camo thing is a limited edition thing from Skytech. It's only got a little, it's got the 4 fans for RGB. Other than that, it is fairly light on the RGB. But it's also not a massive case. So for your setup, because you're including a console there, a little bit more room on your desk for that, which is good. This is kind of perfect. I couldn't think of a better option for this. Especially knowing that, like, hey, we already looked at iBuyPower. They didn't have anything in this price range. So let's see what this comes out to with the stack discounts. Oh, look, you get 007 First Light along with this. Sure, you get a free game. Why not? So let's see what this comes out to with the stack discounts. Okay, that plus mine, Swarm, here we go. Plus the $50 off. No, never mind. It's not 3 coupons. The $50 off coupon is only if it's $1,400 or more for the PC base price. So that actually doesn't work here. But still, $845.99 with free shipping is kind of rad. So there you go. There you have it. You have upgradability within 12th through 14th gen Intel, okay? If you do upgrade to 13th or 14th gen Intel, you need to upgrade your, if you upgrade your CPU, you should upgrade your cooling, for one thing. But you should also update the BIOS, just to make sure that you're on the latest BIOS and you have the latest microcode, so you don't have those problems. But yeah, there you have it. This is why earlier I was like, I need to remember that. I'll save this one. Especially since you're mostly gaming on your PS5. I'll put my tag on the end of that for you. Here you go. And drop it in here. Well, it would be here, I guess. There you go. And also codes are that, by the way, the flash sale is probably exactly what it sounds like. Don't expect that coupon code to stay good for long. Okay. And Swarm is my discount code. Each of those gets you almost 30 bucks off. So like 50, what is it? 56, 57, 58 bucks off, something like that. That's just money. It's right in your pocket. Stays in your pocket. That's good. Oops, that's the wrong color. I can't. No, wait, is it the right color? Am I just crazy? It was the right color. I'm just crazy. What's happening? It just looks lighter here. Maybe it's just my monitor. It is just my monitor. Never mind. Okay. Or it's just my brain doing weird brain stuff. Ari's gonna love this Bulbasaur. Chat, what's going on? What are you doing? What's happening? Status report. Oh, playing TCG Live. Nice. You're welcome, Darth Gabe. No problem. Be sure to let us know how it goes, how it turns out for you. Ugh. Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts. Man. That Crimson Invasion box was a mistake. I just need to trade for Ultra Beast cards if they're out in the wild. I mean, I got some decent stuff out of it. I did. I have 6 packs left of that. I think it's time for some Chaos Rising. I think that's what it's time for. It's probably Chaos Rising time. I think it's Chaos Rising time. What do y'all think? What the heck? Okay, we got to talk about this. What do they mean? What do they mean? Okay, you know what? I'll say it in the video. I'll say it in the video. I'll say it when I'm recording. Okay. It's really nice cards in the set. Someone posted the hits they got from their booster box in a Discord I'm in, and they got 6 IRs in their box. Pretty crazy. Wow. Nice. I mean, I opened a lot of Ninja Spinner, and I got the... Well, yeah, that's actually what I was about to say. Chaos Rising just released. I'm not sure when you're seeing this video. It's probably going to be a while after Chaos Rising released. But for me, right now, Chaos Rising just released. And, you know, I opened a lot of Ninja Spinner, the Japanese version of Chaos Rising. And because it came out, I don't know, weeks and weeks ago. And I already got the 3 cards I was really after. The Froakie, Frogadier, and the Greninja SAR, which would be the Greninja SIR here. So I wasn't really too... Okay, actually, I am excited about it anyway. I got a booster box. I waited in line for this for a few hours, and also some sleeved packs. Okay, well, we won't worry about the sleeve packs. Let's open this thing up, and since there's 36 packs in here, we're going to do 12 packs right now. And, yeah, I'm still excited. I mean, there's still some cards I didn't get when I was opening Ninja Spinner, so let's see what we get now. Okay, I need to talk about this real quick. This is a little side note here. A little question. This is a question I have. What do they mean by this? The hustle and bustle of the city turns into havoc as Mega Floette brings turmoil to the streets. Floette, what are you doing? This is not like you. What do you mean brings turmoil to the streets? Filled with courage and determination, Mega Greninja EX gathers other powerful... Mega Floette is apparently... has gone rogue. Has gone evil, I guess. Man, because AZ couldn't stick around, I suppose. Spoilers for Legends ZA, I guess. Okay. Let's get this thing open. Turmoil. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, just trying to get into sport mode here. There we go. All right. There it is. Always with the being upside down guy. What's that up? What's up with that? What's that about? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, from Ninja Spinner, I have gotten my 3 chase cards from that, which was the Froakie, Frogadier, and the Greninja SAR. So I have those already. That's not really what I'm chasing here. I would love to get the gold Greninja, obviously. And I think I got the Dragalge SAR as well. So, or SIR. But still, let's see what we can get out of this. And also now the cards will be playable for me. So that's good. Now this set, from what I can surmise, is a lot like, it's somewhat like Perfect Order in that it is a sort of a mini set, and sometimes for the rare you can get a hollow special energy type, which I want some of those. I need some of those for deck building probably, but I imagine that bothers some people. We'll see. All right, Watchog, Octillery, Fanfy, Beldum, Special Red Card, Avalugg. Wait, I have Avalugg, don't I? Yes, I know I have Avalugg. Yeah. Sudowoodo, Octillery Reverse, Delphox Reverse. What do you do? Once during your turn, you may discard a basic fire. Here, let me zoom in. Once during your turn, you may discard a basic fire energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. Huh. That's kind of good, isn't it? Energized Storm. Attack does 30 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Oh. So 150 with 5 fire energies attached, I guess. That's kind of crazy. All right. Oh, and Chestnut. Hollow. Sweet. I love new set time. Technically not playable until the 5th. Okay, fair, I guess. All right, Kakuna, Fanfy, Flaffy, Remoraid, Deoxys. Cool. Deoxys is in this set. Okay, right. I don't remember that from Ninja Spinner, but it's been a while since I've opened it. Prism Tower, Meowstic, Emma Reverse. Your opponent reveals their hand and you draw a card for each Pokemon you find there. Okay, all right. Metang Reverse. AZ's Tranquility Ultra Rare. Already with the hit. Look at that. What does this do? Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you move a Pokemon EX to your bench in this way, heal 80 damage from that Pokemon. So this is a way to, like if you retreat a damaged EX, this is a way to heal it for 80 when you move it back. And you can move it back for free with this. Okay. Cool. Three or 4 different Deoxys cards in this set. Sweet. Okay, Sliggoo, Emolga, Quillfish, Litleo, special red card. What does special red card do? You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, so later in the game. Your opponent shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If they put any cards on the bottom of the deck this way, they draw 3 cards? Dang. Punishing. Okay. Claydol, Golisopod, Stunky Reverse, Patrat Reverse, Gudra Hollow. Slimy Sliding. When your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, energy for its retreat cost is not discarded and they don't switch Pokemon. You do just stop a retreat. The effect of Slimy Sliding doesn't stack. So if they flip a coin and get tails, they are not allowed to retreat. That's kind of awesome. Okay. It's also kind of rude. It's really rude, actually. It's funny to get code cards I can't use yet. Unless it's available now. I don't know. Okay, Matang, Emolga, Bergmite, Minchino, Ferrothorn. That sounds familiar. Deoxys, a different Deoxys. Okay. AZ's Tranquility, so that's the regular card for that. Chespin Reverse. There it is. There is a special energy, but for fire. So before it was, what was it? Fighting grass and, was it water? Oh, psychic. Fighting grass and psychic that you had special energies for. And they're continuing to release these with this next set. As long as this, okay, this card, so this gives a fire energy to whatever Pokemon it's attached to, but also it has a secondary effect here. If this card is discarded by an effect of an attack used by the fire Pokemon this card is attached to, put this card into your hand after attack damage and effects. So you don't lose this to your discard pile if you have a Pokemon that says, hey, do this attack and lose 1 fire energy. Cool. And that Goodra again. Okay, all right. I do have a build and battle box for this on the way, just so that I can have kind of a deck that's already been kind of designed, kind of started, even though it's a 40 card deck, not 60. It still is a good way to kind of see some of the new. Also, they come with 4 packs to open too, which is cool. So I missed the little pre-release event, so I was just busy with other stuff, so I couldn't go and get one normally. Okay, Kakuna, Flaffy, Froakie, Vulpix, Delibird, Deoxys, Emma, Deoxys Reverse, Quillfish Reverse, and Ho-Oh Hollow. Nothing crazy just yet. I mean, we do have that ultra rare AZ's Tranquility, but no full art Pokemon cards yet. Okay, Vulpix, Sliggoo, Emolga, Quillfish, Great Hall Net. Choose one or both. Shuffle up to 3 water Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle up to 3 basic water energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Why not just choose both? Then you get 6. Okay, whatever. Interesting. Deoxys, Golisopod, Watchog Reverse, Froakie Reverse, nice, and Ho-Oh Hollow again. Okay. Wait, do you discard a fire energy? Yes, there it is. Look at that. Brightwing, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. So if you use this and you have attached a Nitro energy to it, when you use the attack Brightwing, you don't put this into your discard pile. It goes into your hand. So you can then put it right back on next turn. Interesting. New Ho-Oh for binder? I don't think so. No, I have an Ethan's Ho-Oh ultra rare in there. I would rather keep those out of the binder for potential, because that sounds interesting for a deck. It does. I don't have a good fire deck that I've messed with yet. All right, Baltoy, Froakie. Man, I really want to give me these Froakies. Matang, no Frogadier yet. Not one Frogadier or Greninja yet. Weedle, Emma. That goes there, not there. Okay, Deoxys, Skuntank, Skrelp Reverse, and there it is. There's the Froakie. Y'all don't understand. When I was opening Ninja Spinner, I got like 4 or 5 of these Froakies, but now we have one in English. There it is. Look at that. It is really a cute card. It's a super cute card. And Trevenant Hollow. It is a super cute card. I love it. What if I had those 3 cards, but in 3 different languages? It'd be kind of cool. How many chaos packs have I missed? Any hits? Just these 2 hits. And we have 5 packs left, so we've opened 5 packs. It is a great card. It is. Wait, did I do 12 or 10? Okay, so we've opened... There's 5 packs left. So we've opened 7 packs. Okay. Litleo. Golbat. Esper. Frogadier. There's Frogadier. Summoning Jutsu. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Okay. All right. Aqua Edge. 50 damage. Dang. And Froakie has Collect, which is just draw a card. So Greninja, I guess a Greninja strategy is going to be to build, like, get your Pokemon out of your deck and into your hand and onto your bench, basically. Meowstic, Emma, Chestnut. I didn't look at Chestnut before. Chestnut reverse. Needly Armor. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, place 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each... Oh. For each grass energy attached. So that could be like 120. That could, if you have 4 grass energy attached, it could be, 12 damage counters. Impound. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Oh, this is just a mean Pokemon. Okay. Fanfy Reverse and Mega Gallade EX. Yo, okay. That's an upgrade for Gallade, who I only recently caught for the first time. But let's look at Gallade EX. Gale Slash. If this Pokemon has... let me zoom in if I'm going to be reading. If this Pokemon has no damage counters on it, this attack does 150 more damage. So 200 damage for 1 fighting energy? 200 damage for 1 fighting energy. That's a quick deck. That is fast. That's like, okay. It's like faster than Decidueye EX. Well, you still have to bring out, Ralts, Corellia, then Gallade EX, but still. By that time, you probably are going to have a damage counter or 2 on there. But that's when you bring this in. Check this out. You could always use AZ's Tranquility to switch out your Pokemon, bring Gallade EX to the bench, and then put him back out and heal 80 damage. Or just use a potion or something. I don't know. We'll see. Still very cool. Oh, also, Marvelous Edge, 240 damage for 3 energy. Okay. Okay, just 4 packs remaining here. Okay, Weedle, Sliggoo, Quillfish. What does Quillfish do? Poison Point. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an... Hold on. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if the Pokemon is knocked out, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned. Okay. Then, if your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, its attack does 50 more damage. So, 80 damage from a 1 dark energy attack. But it's a retaliatory thing because it has to get damaged first and only has 90 health. So, I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Remoraid, Garbodor, Great Hall Net, Deoxys, Ho-Oh Reverse, AZ's Tranquility Reverse, and there it is, the one causing all of the havoc on the streets, Mega Floette EX. What's all this havoc about? Let's find out. Okay, let me guess. Is it going to be something like Mega Gardevoir? It's psychic, so it's going to be about... Let's see. Gentle Light. Heal 30 damage from each Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Okay. Eternity Bloom. Search your deck for up to 4 basic Psychic Energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Yeah, Psychic Energy decks, from what I've seen, again, an inexperienced player here, tend to be about like energy management, like getting energy out of your deck and onto your Pokemon. So yeah, that tracks. Stop wreaking havoc on the streets. Also, I didn't think about it, but I just paired Mega Floette EX with AZ there. That just makes me kind of sad. You say Naruto reference? Did I make one and miss it, or did I make it on? I don't know. I forgot what I can't be expected to remember the stuff I say or do. It's a stage 2 though, so a little slower unless you can get a rare candy. Fair, true, yeah. That's true. Okay, Litleo, Baltoy, Froakie, Metang, Tauros, Garbodor, Delibird, or is it? Do you say Delibird or Delibird? Because Delibird makes sense too, because it's like delivered. But Deoxys, another more different Deoxys. Size Speed. You may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand and 30 damage. Okay. Okay, there it is. There's a Metang illustration rare. I have this in Japanese. I do, but it is still a super cool card. I love it. Very, very nice. I sometimes wonder if I should avoid opening the Japanese boxes just so I can have the experience of pulling certain cards. Because I did pull a decent... I got some good pulls from Ninja Spinner. But still, great card right there. And we got a Caldeo. Shoot through. The attack does 20 damage to one of your Pokemon's bench. Oh, it also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Reflect energy. Move an energy from the Pokemon, this Pokemon, to one of your benched Pokemon. Interesting. Interesting dynamics there, I think. But okay. Psychic also has hands down the best new special energy. Allows you to grab 2 basic Psychic Pokemon from your deck and put them on the bench when you attach it. Yep. It is very good. It's made me want to build a Psychic deck, but I hadn't gotten around to it yet. Okay, Golbat, Bergmite, Esper, Minchino, Philippe. I kept forgetting that guy's name. Metagross. What does Metagross do? Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. Yeah. Does 60 damage. Okay. Metallic Hammer. You may discard 3 metal energy from this Pokemon or steel energy from this Pokemon and have this attack do 150 more damage. 300 damage is pretty substantial. Oops, I put Philippe in the wrong place. All right, Meowstic, Esper, Reverse. If you played Emma from your hand during this turn, this attack does 60 more damage. Interesting. Phantump Reverse. That's a long ability. I'm not going to read it right now. I'll read it later. And Caldeo Hollow again. Okay, I mean, we've obviously done pretty good. And we've got a solid number of hits here just for doing 12 packs. But this is our last pack. Last pack. So let's see if we can get a little bit of last pack mojo. The Naruto reference was about the Frogadier attack summoning jutsu. Oh, okay. Right. Got it. That's funny. Okay. Weedle, Quillfish, Goomy, Phantump, Garbodor, Deoxys. It's another special red card. Frogadier Reverse. Cool. Nice. And there's that summoning jutsu right there. Caldeo Reverse. And our last card is Xerneas Hollow. Okay, well, you know what? We did good for just the first third of this booster box. Got lots of cards to start, to make sure I've got some of the latest stuff. It's just we're gonna be getting duplicates. That's just how it is if I've opened a bunch of something in a different language. But yeah, not bad at all. Not a bad haul at all for just 1/3 of it. But yeah, we got more to open. So if you haven't already, get subscribed or hit follow, and we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, pretty good. The reason I was wondering if I should do the triple cards in like in different languages or whatever is because I could easily replace the Japanese Froki with this one. I don't know if I want to though. I don't know. Because if this one's not like worth a lot, I would love to play it if I'm going to make a deck with Greninja. Mega Greninja, you know? If that's like a $3 card or a $5 card or whatever. That's an EX. What am I doing? Here we go. Here we go. And like if this is a good trainer card, I'll straight up use the ultra rare. If you look up prices right now, they're probably pretty like inflated just because the set just came out, but they'll drop essentially. Those prices will fall, except for maybe like the gold Greninja and the Greninja SIR. Or maybe especially for those. I don't know. I pulled a lot of Emmas, and it does seem like a good card. Your opponent reveals their hand, and you draw a card for each Pokemon you find there. That could be kind of cool. That was all the reverses, right? I think I'm going to need more of these, though. I'll sort these out later. Not bad. That was a lot of packs. Editing that down is going to be tough. Yeah, that's a lot of cards to sort. Unfortunately, the Froki line is probably going to be the most expensive IR SIRs for the set. Yeah, probably. You know what? Honestly, keeping the English one for my trade binder would probably bring more value than just having the English one in my Pokédex. But I can probably say we're going to pull more of the Frokis. I can't. They can't stay away from me. I just keep pulling. I kept pulling the Frokis from Ninja Spinner. It was a lot. But it was cool because I really like that card. It's a really great Froki card. The Frogadier took a lot longer to get. And then the Greninja was on the last box that I had. I think I went through 4 boxes of Ninja Spinner, I think. I'm not sure. But it was the last box that I got. And I was like, I'm not going to buy anymore. I hope I get it. And then I got it. I got lucky there. I have to wonder, because I don't track these things. I have to wonder whether something like the Greninja SAR from the Japanese set is going to go down in price, down in value, because the English set came out. I don't know. I don't track those things. It would be hilarious to special red card your opponent if they had to mulligan to get a starting hand and they're back to no Pokemon in their hand. Natty, a special red card only works if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, meaning they're beating you. So it would be later in the game. It's a late game card. But yes, that would be funny. You can just use Judge then. And just knock them down. Well, can you use Judge in the first turn? I don't know. Probably. I don't think it's anything restricting that. Oh, boy. I woke up earlier this morning than I intended to, so a little tired, but I'm good. I think it's time. I think it's time for our last round of Ultra Beast hunting. Because there ain't no way I'm wasting any more money on Crimson Invasion after the pull rates I've gotten out of this box. Oh my god. The only thing that tends to stay more expensive than the English cards are some trainer SIRs and the gold cards from Mega Evolution era. I didn't get any. I haven't pulled a single one. Then I never got a gold card from the Mega Evolution era. Not one. Sucks. Not for lack of trying. The time has come for our final Ultra Beast hunt, because these are the last 6 packs of this booster box of Crimson Invasion that I might regret having opened up, purchased, and then opened up a little bit, because the hit rates have been not great. Oh well, we got 6 packs left of Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion. And the whole point of this was to pull Ultra Beast. We've gotten a few new Pokemon for the Pokedex out of this set. And we got a couple, just a couple of Ultra Beasts out of it. There are still quite a few remaining. So let's see if we can catch another, or 2, or 3. 4 would be preferable. Okay, let's just do it. Pack number 1 of the last stack of 6. Now this does give it away with the code card, so we're not going to look at that. We're going to skip the code card. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the hunt begins. Let's go. Okay, Lairon, Emolga, Graveler, Salandit, Starly, Skiddo. That's a new catch. That is a new catch for the Pokedex. How have I not pulled this yet in 30 packs? Maybe I did and I totally missed, but I didn't have a Skiddo in the Pokedex. So there you go. New catch. Let's go. I feel better. I feel a little bit better. Oh, we got another Derpychew. Seriously. This is the derpiest Pikachu I have ever seen. Not a thought behind those eyes. A Alolan Geodude. Oh, we got a reverse of Derpychew. That's actually kind of awesome. Okay, that's now one of my favorite Pikachu cards that I have. That's great. And Cacturn. We have gotten so far in filling the Pokedex that it is rare that we get a new catch these days. I'm actually going to have to go specifically hunt down Pokemon we haven't caught yet, rather than just opening sets I haven't opened yet and hoping for the best. But that's why I did things like getting that booster box of Paradox Rift, because I couldn't find an Iron Hands. And guess what? I still didn't. Spoiler for those videos. Out of 36 packs, not one Iron Hands. Not an EX, not an Illustration Rare, not an SIR, nothing. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to trade for an Iron Hands, I guess. Layeron, Weedle, Geodude, Aaron, Ghastly, Staryu, Layeron Reverse, Alolan Raichu. That's... Wait. Hold on. Oh, I don't think I did the pack trick. I didn't do the pack trick. Yeah, I didn't do the pack trick. Okay. Mawile and Psychic Memory. That's my bad. I did not even bother to do the pack trick. But this Alolan Raichu is super dope. If I didn't already have an illustration rare that I love of Raichu just floating and sleeping, just a super cute Raichu, that would definitely go into the Pokédex. All right, pack number 3. It's hard to do this where even I don't see the code card. 1, 2, 3. There's a pack trick. There it is. Okay. All right. Devoured Field, Gastrodon, Kakuna, Feebas, Salandit, Cubone, Weedle, Minccino, Shelmet Reverse, and an Aggron Hollow. What do I have for Aggron right now? I have just an uncommon, so that is an upgrade for Aggron. I have a non-hollow uncommon, so good. Okay. I mean, we're getting upgrades still, even after opening a bunch of these packs, so that's kind of nice. No Ultra Beasts yet. I am super shocked and surprised. I can't even believe it. Well, as Naruto would say, believe it. There you go, Shanala. That was for you. Another Naruto reference. Miltank chillin'. More like chill tank, am I right? Oh, damn it. Psychic Memory. Haunter. Cubone. Execute. I love this Magikarp card. Minccino. Corphish. Starly Reverse. Hydreigon. Non-hollow. Just a Hydreigon. Just a regular old Hydreigon. 2 packs left out of this whole box. I've gotten a lot of different sealed products, a lot of different sets and stuff like that. And I never really have, like, well, maybe there's been a Prismatic Evolutions thing now and then where I felt a little bit of regret, but never on this level. Man, and I just don't have the funds to be like, yo, it's Crimson Invasion Thursday, and I just keep buying Crimson Invasion to try and get, I just don't have that kind of money, so that kind of funds. But hey, Counter Energy. Gladion. Cinccino? How do you say it? Swablu. Pumpkaboo. Execute. Weedle. Shellos. Excelgor Reverse. Camerupt. Non-hollow. We have 1 pack left. Last pack mojo, maybe? A little stack attack action? Yeah, not another Kartana, please. I pulled 2 of those. No, you know, maybe, okay. Give me Guzzlord. Come on. Come on, Guzzlord. Something. Anything. Please, not anything, obviously. Please give me another Ultra Beast that I don't have already. I'm being specific this time. Maybe a Pheromosa? Nihilego? No? Gladion, Staravia, Graveler, Stuffle, Magikarp, Remoraid, Mankey, Jangmo-O, Peking Red Card, Reverse. Come on. Any Ultra Beast I don't have already. Please, please, please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Como-O, which I already have. Well, at least I got Skiddo. Please drop a follow or hit subscribe. Get subscribed or hit follow if you haven't already. It might make me feel better. It would make me feel better. And I am never buying Crimson Invasion stuff. Like, good Lord, that was rough. But I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. At least I got you, Skiddo. Wow. That box sucked. It was so bad. Oh, what? Like, see, here's the code card from the last pack. Yay. Oh, no, there's no hit. Scarlet and Violet Mega Evolution have really spoiled us. Sun and Moon sucks. And you know, Arc Strike, can you guess which generation I am missing the most Pokemon from? Oh, it's Gen 7. Oh, wow. Yeah. Gen 7. We are spoiled for hit rates. And that's even taken into consideration Ascended Heroes, which I didn't think was going to have the rough hit rate that it does, but it is kind of rough. It's not great. Like, the best I've done with Ascended is getting a few of the, like, the Gengar. Not that Gengar. The Mega Attack rares. And those are nice. Those are like $90 each or something. That's cool. Yep. Another here, just to go ahead and show how bad this was. The green code card. I wonder what's going to be in this one. Oh, it must. Oh, wait, that was a hit. What was that one? That was a hit. What was it? Was it the freaking just hollow, just the hollow cards? I guess the Alolan Raichu and the Aggron, I guess, count. Wow, you can't even trust these things. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Green and another big surprise. Another green. Yeah, that's rough. I don't think they printed a single Ultra Beast card outside of Sun and Moon era. So, thankfully, I do have a recourse here. I do have an option. And it's because of my method for building this Pokédex. This was an effort to avoid it, but I don't mind doing it. It's fun. But I can either catch Pokemon by ripping packs, or I can trade for them, like in the games you trade with other trainers. Or I can get promo cards because of the in-game promos and stuff that you can get from Game Freak. Those are all legit ways to get Pokemon in the games, so they're legit ways to add Pokemon to my Pokédex. That is the method I am following, that I've been following this whole time, and it has its rough patches. Because I don't go to many card shows very often. I can't really just do that. I am trying to do that more often. I am, and I like streaming from them. It's really fun. But I'm just going to have to trade for Ultra Beasts. That's what I'm going to have to do. And I mean, I did pretty good in other sets tonight. It was fine. I'm not too pressed about it. But I am telling you that, well, in the next stream, this will be in the next stream. This is going to be exactly what I need to feel better right here. Korean versus Japanese in terms in Mega Dream EX. Mega Dream EX, Japanese set versus Korean set. We'll see which one turns out better. Probably a holo because they're not guaranteed. That's true. Yeah, it's just when I got the 2 holos. That's why I have 2 white code cards. I did check that the Aggron was an upgrade, so I will... Let me go ahead and get the Raichu holo. It's sleeved up too. It's not going in the Pokédex, but it's still cool. Yeah, I regret buying that box. Ain't it a bit bonkers how you're slowly getting closer, only 50 Pokemon left when you were at 100 Pokemon left just a month or so ago? Yeah. It means I ripped too many packs, probably. That box, that Brilliant Energy gift box was so sick. I want to get another one of those. That thing was super cool. Okay. Check the form, see if anyone else, check the spreadsheet for the form, see if anyone else has filled it out. Nope. Okay. Okay, Natty, what's the detour? What is this detour? Pokedoku? I've seen, who did I see playing this? But it was like a, oh, I saw Purple Cliff playing it. It was a thing where Discord got to decide how his Sword and Shield playthrough would go. They did all these challenges and things that would harm him. All right, you got it, Arc Strike. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the info. Appreciate it. Good to have you. The goal of the game is to fill in all 9 boxes with the correct Pokemon. You have to do so with only 9 guesses, to so choose wisely. There'll be at least 2 correct answers per box, with the exception of Master and Fan puzzles. Once you selected a Pokemon, you can't switch your answer or reuse that Pokemon. When the special column lines up with a type, the Pokemon does not have to be that one type. Pokemon can have 2 types as long as one of those types matches up with the type in the appropriate row. When a specific region is a category, you need to select a Pokemon that originated from that region. I don't remember that. I'm not going to remember that. Mega and G-Max evolved Pokemon will be under the region where the normal form of the Pokemon originated. Your uniqueness score is all of your answers percentages added up. The percentages show how many players put the same correct answer as you. The lower score, the better. We base your categories off the main series Pokemon games. New puzzles at midnight Eastern. Okay. Okay. Galar, normal. No, I'm not going to be good at this. I also don't like Sudoku. I failed to mention that. I don't like Sudoku. Yeah, I don't have a lot. Like there are some things that I'm gonna know, but basically it's more like I see a Pokemon and I'll know stuff about it, but off the top of my head, I don't have that stuff memorized. You don't like Sudoku? I thought you were like a bajillion years old. All older people like Sudoku. I can't time you out because you'll lose your mod. So, shut up. How about that? Okay, here. Galar, legendary, bam. Monotype, legendary. Yeah, this is not good for the way my brain works, I hate to say. Sudoku generally hasn't been, it isn't. It's not the kind of thing that like clicks with me, you know. This might be good for me to sort of hone my skills a little bit, but Paldea plus Area Zero DLC. Yeah, okay, easy. Now, did they say that I could... So, wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? What is it? Something that's... Isn't Mew mono normal? But that would work... Okay, so here. Let me just put Mew. I'll guess that. Nope, that did not work. Mew is not normal, I guess. Fair enough. Mono, type, legendary. What else is there? Mew psychic. Okay, true. Okay, fair. Sorry. Wooloo. What is a Galar? Galar dark type. Snorlax for monotype normal. Don't give me answers, but sure. Hold on. Cool. But see that actually I should have used that for the mono dark type legendary. The mono type legendary. There's probably not many mono legendaries. Oops. Hmm. Cool. Oink alone. Normal type, Paldea. There we go. Ah, for the life of me, I can't think of a dark type Paldea. I'm working on it. Is Zapdos flying and... Yeah, flying. It's flying. Never mind. So it's not monotype. Are all three of the birds flying and then their element? What about like... What about Raikou? Yay! I started thinking, just go to the early legendaries. They were simpler. No, that's electric and poison. POV, Natty pushed you into a hole and jumped in after you saying, we'll get out of here together. Thanks, Natty. This is a true bonding experience. Dark type from Galar. We're almost there. Huh. What about Paldea? Dark type is hard. I keep thinking of one. I'm like, oh, that's not dark. It's like poison or something. Oh my god, I know a Galar dark type. Cool. You know, I think this site doesn't have enough ads. I think they need to have... There's so much unused real estate. It's not assaulting my eyeballs with ads. They got to work on that. It's only one that popped into my head. Wait, I can't finish this because I only have 1 point left. I can't even finish it. Don't use an ad blocker? No, I don't. It would be hypocritical of me to be disappointed when my viewers use an ad blocker, which can cut out some of the revenue that I use to continue to be able to do this and live, you know, as a content creator. So I don't do it myself. Like when there have been people who've talked about ad blockers in the Discord, and I have to be in there and be like, hey, you realize this is a content creator's Discord. Like, don't, if people want to use ad blockers, it's not my, you know, it's not my, like, I shouldn't tell them not, whatever. It's their right to do that. But it's also, that's food off my table, essentially. Unless you are subscribed on my Twitch or something, or you're just like, I'll use that blocker, but buy merch or something like that. But then turning around and using one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Also, yeah, every time I guess, even if it's correct, I lose a point. So you have to be perfect in order to win this. Zigzagoon? Okay. Okay. I guess that does count. I blacked out. Why do they give you 9 points? So you can't be wrong ever, like at all. Meowscarada. Oh, dummy. That's like, seriously? It's a starter. Should have been able to get that. Xerneas is a good guess for mono-type legendary. Okay, well, Umbreon's a good one here too. That's good for mono dark. It was a 10-minute detour. Well, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't like the fact that I cannot get anything wrong and still complete it. Like, normal Sudoku is like, it's like 9 digits. You have 1 through 9 to use. So like the, you know, 3x3 Sudoku. This is 1,025 options of answers in each square. It's like, it narrows it down because of the categories, but it's a lot harder than normal Sudoku. Looks like Wooloo. So Dubwool is not Wooloo, obviously, right? But like Wooloo is a really common one here. Obstagoon from Zigzagoon. Makes sense. Mabostiff. Yep. Mewtwo, another good choice. Okay. Well, we're just like 10 viewers, so I'm probably just gonna cut it off here instead of rating. But we'll be back on Thursday. We will be back on Thursday around 8 p.m. Did the thing again. Be back on Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. We still have some more stuff to do, more stuff to open, and yeah, that was, dude. I won another one of those brilliant energy boxes. It was so good, except for that little 2-card pack. I was a little disappointed with that, but like, it's random chance. That's how that goes. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this whole time. And yeah, see you back here on Thursday. Until then, take care.